Hey friends, it's Latoya McBean, Pompey immigration lawyer here in Long Island. I'm talking about the fact that today I had a consultation with a young woman who is recently married. Her husband is in the Caribbean and he was in the United States for maybe 7 or 10 years, something like that. Going to school here and it all was good, but he left and went back to his country thinking he could renew his visitor's visa, and lo and behold, actually he was denied and now he is stuck. There are certain violations, I'm assuming, that immigration found on his record, and so he can't come back as a student or as a visitor. Did her womanly duty, and she wants to be with her man, so she went there, married him just about 2 months ago. Now she's back in the States and she's asking herself the question, well, how do I bring my husband here now? Because we're now married and I want him to be with me permanently here in the US. And so I had a great call with her today, but when I quoted my attorney fees, what it would take to get her husband back to America, she said, oh my goodness, that's actually a lot of money. And so I said to her, you know what? Here you are in this situation where your husband, your new husband, is in another country and you're trying to bring him here permanently. Why would you let this small amount of money stand in your way of bringing your husband here? You've got to weigh what you're talking about here, right? You cannot put a price on time that you spend with your husband, your wife, your children, your parents. That's priceless. Now, I'm not suggesting that she should pay a tremendous amount of money because she's in a desperate situation. Absolutely not. What I'm suggesting is that, like her, you might be in a situation where you're thinking you really need the help. You're trying to do this on your own, but you don't want to hire a lawyer because you just don't want to spend that money. And so basically what you're saying is you want to try it on your own, stumble through it. Some of you may be successful, and I know that you're successful because you're watching these videos and you're learning from other attorneys on YouTube. And so you may be successful, but honestly, friends, the vast majority of you may not, because there's a lot that's happening in the world of immigration today. And so it may be very tough. And for this young woman, it will be tough because her husband, I'm pretty sure he has some immigration violations on his record. So she needs legal help to deal with that. So you don't want to trade time with your husband, your children, your wife, your parents. You don't want to trade that time for something else. You don't want to do that. So my tip in this video is hire a lawyer if you know that you don't get this whole immigration stuff, you don't really understand all the steps. If you don't even know that if you're petitioning for your partner overseas and it's actually a two-phase process, if you don't even know that, you should not even be doing this on your own. Trust me. So be careful not to put a value on the time that you spend together. Be careful about who you choose to work with. Not all of us are meant to work together. Friends, I told several people today during different consultations that I actually don't work with everyone who wants to work with me. It's a relationship. When you are working with a lawyer, friends, you've got to choose someone you like, someone who makes you feel really good on the inside, because you and that person will be in each other's lives for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It depends on your case. It could be years. And so you want to work with someone who you like and trust. And so for me, that's super important as well. So that's why I don't choose everyone who wants to work with me, because of that dynamic. That attorney-client relationship is a special one, and I like to like my clients. I don't know how to put it any differently. I like to like them and get to know them and feel as if they are family. So you guys have to choose wisely. Choose an attorney that you like and trust. Don't put put the money in front of time spent with your family, that's priceless. I've had consultations with people who say, oh, I really want to hire you a good attorney, but my parent is going to be paying the legal fees and they want to use some man that they've known for years or their friend who has done it for everybody else since 1982. And those people, friends, don't really know what's happening with immigration. They just are not up to speed on this changing landscape. So don't go and pay someone $500 to work on your case, adjustment of status, simply because he's the man that everybody had gone to in the past, because that man is getting people placed in removal. Because that man does not know what's happening and how to avoid removal, or they don't even know, honestly, they don't know, many of them don't know what they're doing. And I'm speaking based on the stories I'm hearing from people who come to me and talk to me about the mess they're in. I do a lot of cleaning up of mess that others created. So be careful about using that man, right? There's always, particularly us in the Caribbean community, we know there's that man on Flatbush Avenue, or that man on Nostrand Avenue in some basement. What I'm saying is that you want to hire someone who has the knowledge, and if that person doesn't have the knowledge, they have the ability to do the research and get the information to you so that they could give you good, sound advice. So that's what I wanted to share with you in this video. Choose your lawyer wisely. Don't put money in front of time spent with your relative. And again, friends, ask yourself the question, would you want to go back to your country tonight and live there permanently, given where you are in your life right now? And for many of us, the answer is clearly no. We want to be here in America. We want to prosper here in America. We want to contribute to the American economy and the society here. This is where we feel like we belong. This in America, this time that we're spending in America is a special time in our life. I'm gonna preach just for a second here. It's purposeful. There's a purpose for us to be here, and we feel it. If you feel like there's a purpose in you being in America, no one can shift that and take that purpose away from you. It will be fulfilled if you pursue it and believe that you're supposed to be here. And if you're on the outside looking in and feel like, oh, I should be there, I should be there, I should be there, work with someone who can help you get here. Because friends, things have gotten tougher on the embassy level. It's much harder. So you on the outside, you're facing an uphill battle, but you can get here with the good help. You just got to get the help that you need. So friends, I'm looking forward to hearing from some of you in the comments what you think about this video. And this is just a little word of encouragement. I'm not teaching you anything in this one. And so for those of you, however, who are encouraged by the work that I'm doing, I want to pour into you through this video and say, stick to it, but you've got to get good help, choose wisely, and again, go with that person who makes you feel something on the inside, something good. You know, some lawyers are not great to work with. That's not a surprise. Some are really not good to work with. So choose wisely, whether it's me or someone else. Doesn't have to be me, because I also have to choose you. It's a mutual thing. Choose wisely, friends, and choose life here in America with your family. That's all I'm going to share in this video. I hope you found it encouraging. Give me some thumbs up and share this with other people in the immigrant community. And know that this attorney is an immigrant herself, and she knows what you're going through. She knows that it's a very difficult period for some people. It could be a dark period. I hope that I'm shedding some light in this dark period that you're in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.